Let's talk defense. We got the Arizona Cardinals on defense, and we got the Los Angeles Rams on offense. And right here, the Arizona Cardinals in a 4-man front. Okay, this guy should be in here more, but he's a 5 technique here. This guy is a 2-eye. This D tackle is a 2-eye here. This D tackle right here is a 3 technique on this guard. And this D end right here is in a 9 technique outside. Okay, so right here, the A-gap player has to be the foundation of the defense. He got to own this A-gap. Because when you lose your A-gap, you lose your whole defensive front. And you got to be strong right here. This guy right here is in a 3 technique, but right here, we got a quarterback in shotgun, and we got a back behind him in pistol. This is a pistol formation, okay? Anytime you have a back at home, whether it's in the pistol formation, whether this quarterback is under center and he's back at home in the home position, or whether this quarterback is under center and you got eye backs. Whenever these backs are at home, this running back is at home, we want to get our alignments right up front, okay? Now, if you're not an attack front where you're getting out wide and you're hitting this B gap, and if you're a gap scheme like these guys are, you got to line accordingly to make your defense work properly. So right here, this guy's got a tilt on. He's tilted toward this 2-eye right here, this guard. This D tackle got to get square. He got to square himself up, put this foot right down the middle of this guy. And the reason he want to be tight on this guy is because this back's in the dot at home. Okay? This guy right here is a little bit too wide. He got to come down here and put this inside foot, split this guy. By doing this, you take away the ability for them to do a slip block. This guy to slip up to the second level and this guy to cross your face and cut you off. And right here, by lining up in this gap, you're giving them exactly what they want. These two guys got any block that they want, they can get it right now by being right here in this gap. Okay, especially if you're a gap scheme. You got to be tight down here, put your hands on this guy, knock this guy back. Right here, square yourself up, down the middle, knock this back. Shoot the inside number right here. Shoot for this inside half, knock him back off the ball, eyes in his A-gap. Okay, when I run this play, you're going to quickly see that these guys end up out of their fits. Okay, we got one guy playing back right here. He played back to this tackle, the offensive tackle, so that's not good. He's supposed to be knocking this guy back. Okay, you see he trying to come slip, trying to get the slip in, get across his face and get inside of him. He's making it easy for him right now to do that. This guy right here, he's okay right now, but you notice that he's already turned sideways. We want him to be square, knock this back, and he started out with a tilt in his stance, which hurt him in a lot of ways. So run a little bit more here. Now you're going to see him get pushed. This guy's going to get pushed, and he's going to get pushed outside right here. Now he's in the wrong gap. He's out in the B gap now. Remember I said the A-gap is the foundation of the defense. He got to own this A-gap. Nothing comes in this A-gap. My body's always got to be in this A-gap for the defense to work properly. This guy played back. Now he's allowed this guy to get up to the second level, this guard right here to get up to the second level and get a block. And that's never good. If we'd have been tight right here, we could have matched this dude, attacked this dude, you know, set a new line of scrimmage with him and keep him from getting up to the second level. And we'd be in business right here. Okay? So now that by this guy being out here, when this guy pushed him, he got to snatch back in here right now. As soon as this center pushed him out right here and come off of it, he got to snatch back in here and be the foundation of the defense and make this play. By not getting back in here, leaving this A-gap wide open, it just softened up the defense. And by this guy playing back out here, it's real soft in here. And his back hit this hole right here and got a whole lot of yards. Got to be physical up front. You got to make sure you take care of your gap, especially the A-gap player. He got to man this A-gap. Square yourself up. Put this foot down the middle. This foot down the middle here. Knock it back. Okay? Get tighter here. Foot down the middle. Knock it back. Put hands on this dude. Knock it back. Don't allow him to get up to the second level right here on the slip to get up to the linebackers and cut our guys off here. So let these guys be able to get over the top. If we get tighter right here and go attack this, he can get over the top and be involved in this play, and we don't get this run on us right here. Okay? We got guys in gaps. We got this linebacker right here in this B gap. Okay. We got this linebacker right here for this A gap here. Okay. And then we got a guy coming down in the box, and he's run support right here in the C gap. These guys are outside. We're good to go. We just had an A gap player who didn't get back in his A gap right here and gave up some yards. And if you don't get back, if you don't snatch back in there right when you feel this right here, as soon as he push you, you got to be ready to snatch this guy outside, get back in here right now, because you already know with him pushing you from inside out, this ball is running inside right here. You already know where the ball running. As soon as you feel contact from this guy, you know the ball's coming back inside. Now snatch back in here, make this play. They don't get all these run yards right here. There's too many yards right there. Okay, on this play, pretty much the same thing. We got a back at home, quarterback in gun. We got a pistol formation. Okay. Now we got a 9 technique out here with this D end. This D tackle right here is in a 3 technique. But with him being at home, with the back being at home, he needs to get tighter. This foot got to be down the middle of this guy. Get yourself tighter so you can avoid them hitting you right here. This guy hitting you and this guy getting across your face and scooping you up out of here. Okay? Slip blocking or scooping you up out of here. Whatever you may call it, you don't want these guys to combo you up out of here. He going to hit you, come up to the second level. This guy going to cross your face. You're trying to avoid that by getting tighter. Okay? Right here, down the middle, this foot down the middle. Now attack is inside half. Attack is inside half. This is our A-gap player. He got to be solid right here. And out here, we got a 5 technique here. 5 technique here. Now on this play, when they start this play, this guy going to end up he going to take his hands off this guy, and he going to end up getting overtaken by the center. And that should never happen when you're in a 2-eye. When you're 2-eye, you're attacking this guy, you're knocking it back or knocking through this A-gap right here, you know, and this guy should never be able to get over the top of you right here and get you out of your gap and cut you off, okay? Same thing here. This guy going to end up getting across here. He's going to end up on the outside of this guy right here, this offensive tackle. So the defensive tackle got to get tighter, punish this guy. Punish this guy. Don't allow him to get up to the second level and play it that way, and you'll be better off. Right here, you're already playing back to this guy. Okay, this D tackle is playing back to this offensive tackle. And that's a win for them already. I hate when guys play back. Punish the guy that you line up on. The inside guy is your key right here. This guy is your key. So line up tight, key this guy, knock him back. Knock him back, maintain this B gap right here, okay? Right here, since you're a 2-eye, this your key right here. You lined up on your key. Attack is inside half. Don't let this guy cross your face. Don't let this guy get across your face. We're good to go. And they're both going to lose this battle, and both of these guys are going to get across their face. He's on this side of this tackle now, which ain't good. And this guy let the center get all the way across here. He should have kept his hands on this guy and not this guy. Take this guy with you. Push him outside. Stay in this gap. Don't let him get you out this gap. We're good to go. The linebackers fill in the rest of the gaps. So basically, these linebackers are responsible. You got that guy that came down in the box right here. He's run support here. This linebacker got this gap. This linebacker got this gap right here. This guy got to set the edge here. We're good to go. But we cannot get scooped up out of here inside. Let them scoop block us, get across our face, and get us out of here. And now we're losing battle. We're outside of the guy. We should be here. Okay? Right here, we should be here. Let this guy get us right here. We're playing too high. Look how high we playing. We got no lean in our bodies. We're not coming out. You know what I'm saying? We're coming up, and now they got us, and they get a nice little hole right here to run this ball. It's way too easy. And it's good back you're playing right here. You got to be sound up front in every area. So right here, by these guys not getting proper alignments, him not getting tighter here, allowing this guy to get up here, allowing this guy to get across his face, and it's easy for these two guys. This guard and this tackle is easy for them when you line up in the gap right here, especially when you're a gap scheme. You got to get tighter here when you got a back at home. So back at home, anytime we're back at home, this halfback or tailback, whatever, anytime he's at home, we got to get tighter here. We can't allow this guy to get up to the second level. And when you do that, he cut people off. He get a block right here, making it hard for these guys to get over in time, and it's yards, a lot of yards. On this play, we got all kind of problems. All kind of problems. All three of these guys end up out of their gaps on the backside of these blocks. The ball's going this way, the play's going over here, and he end up in here. This guy end up outside of this guy, and this guy right here end up outside of this guy. Technique is everything. This guy's not shooting his hands out of his stance. He should be shooting his hands to this guy. Now, here we go. Quarterback is under, and the back is at home. First off, we need to be tighter here. We should get this inside foot, split this guy, be tighter here. So we can go and knock him back, but we got to bring our hands. He did a bad job, and he actually loose right here. This guy actually got to the outside of him, and he's a loose alignment. That's bad. We need to get tighter here, and we need to get used to just bringing our hands to the guy right now. Bringing our hands fast, knocking this back, and maintaining this B gap. This guy right here, I feel like he's too square. Get a slight tilt. Put this foot down the middle of this guy. Get a slight tilt, but this is your work right here. Don't play back to this guy. Go punish this center. Get a little tilt. Go punish this center, okay? And this guy right here, his stance, it start with a stance, guys. Everything start with a good stance. His stance already funky right here. It's tough for him to get out of this stance and play this. So you got to fix this stance. You got to do something different with this stance. But you got to be able to shoot your hands to the inside half here. And if he try to cross your face, knock it back and get down the line. Knock it back, get down the line. Let's watch this, and you'll see exactly what I'm saying. Right now, all three of these guys are in losing battles right here. He's already reached by the guard. Okay? Let me go back. He's reached by the guard. He's reached by this guard. And he's reached by this tackle. And they're responsible for these gaps. He's responsible for this B gap right here, this D tackle. He's responsible for this A gap right here. And this tackle right here is responsible for this B gap. This is watching when we start this thing. They're already losing. They're behind already. They're behind already. The offense got everything they want right now. Everything they want right now. This back going to take this ball and he's going to hit it. And a lot of his technique. Watch how slow his hands is. Do he ever bring his hands? He take a couple steps, then bring his hands. Hands should come from the ground to the guy. He should be keying this guy right here. He's on the inside of him. He should be keying this guy here. And this guy right here is in a 4-eye. He's keying this guy, but he should be shooting his hands to this inside number right here. Inside number, he cannot cross your face. If he hit him, get back in here right now and get down the line and go play. But watch their hands. Watch how lazy their hands. He ain't moved his hands yet. He ain't shooting them. He's just standing up out of his stance. Let's go back again. He's standing up out of his stance. Watch this. I'm going to go slow here so you can see it. You should shoot your hands from the ground to the guy. Offensive line is moving right now. We should be shooting our hands right now. Nobody shot hands. There's no hands nowhere. He didn't shoot his hands. He ain't shooting his hands. He should be shooting. He should be attacking this guy, not playing back to this guy anyway. This is the guy he should be on right here. He might need to get a little tilt in the stand so he can go attack the center and be up through here. Okay? This guy, no hands. Okay? This guy's going across his face now, no hands. Your hands control blocks. When you ain't got no hands, you can't control the blocks. Still ain't brought his hands. He raising up out of his stance. He's not coming out of his hips. His hands and hips. Come out of your hips. Use your hands. Same thing here. His hands ain't hit nobody yet. No hands here either. And that's why you guys are getting overtaken. You ain't bringing your hands from the ground. You ain't coming out. You coming up. You coming straight up out your stand, standing straight up. And these guys can get whatever block they want. And when your alignment ain't right, and you in gaps like this, they got every blocking scheme they want over here. They can block you any kind of way they want to. They want to double you on angles. They got you up out of there. Okay. If they want to, if this guy want to hit you, get up to the second level and bring this guy around, they got that. Okay. If this guy want to hit you and get this guy around, they got that. They got every block that they want right here, lining up in the gap like this right here. With the back being at home, you got to get tighter. You got to get tight right here and punish this guy. Knock it back so you can maintain this gap right here, or a double team, whatever they bring. And then you don't allow guys to get up to the second level and anything like that. Right here, you've been tighter, bring your hands from the ground, hit this guy, then get off and go make a play. Right here, get more tilt right here. Get a slight tilt right here toward this center. Because you're a shade technique. You're too square right now up the field. That's why you can't get nothing on this guy. Get a slight tilt, aim at this guy, put this foot, get heavy on him, and go attack his shoulder right here. Go attack this outside number right here. Okay? Right here. You're in a good position right here, okay? Backs at home, foot down the middle right here. All you got to do is bring your hands and attack him, knowing that he's crossing your face. And as soon as you realize he's crossing your face, get down the line, go make a play. Knock him back, get off, get down the line, go help out. They tell you everything you need in the blocks. The blocks will tell you everything. You just got to know what block you're getting and trust it, okay? And this guy's outside here in his 9 technique. He got to come set this edge right here. Set this edge right here. We're good to go. But the inside guy, when you lose your inside guy, especially your A-gap player, the foundation of the defense right here, this guy's crossing his face. He ain't shot his hands yet. And he's supposed to be on the center. He should never be able to get him being in the shade here. We letting this guy go free every time. The guy that we line up on is going free every time. And he's able to get up to the second level and get blocks. See what I'm saying? Got us walled off in every way possible. And his back got this big old hole right here to run through. That's just way too many yards. We're getting beat at the line of scrimmage. We ain't being physical. We're not coming out of our hips. We're not shooting our hands. No hands nowhere. Your hands are so late that you're going to get beat almost every time. On this play, pretty much the same song. Like Digital Underground said, all around the world, same song. This is the same song. He's got to attack this. Foot down the middle, attack this inside number. Don't take your hands off this guy. If he going out here, don't take your hands off of it. Hit him and knock him back. Hit him and knock him back, but stay attached. Stay attached and you'll maintain this beat out. Okay, right here, perfect alignment. Quarterback is under, back is at home. This D tackle's in a perfect alignment right here. I like the tilt, aiming right here. I like that. But you cannot get reached by the center. Bring your hands from the ground to the guy. Bring your hands from the ground to the guy. And all these guys up front got problem bringing their hands. They're not using their hands at all. They can't control blocks because they can't get hands on people. Okay? This guy right here is in good alignment. He's splitting the half of this guy here. Back's at home. He's splitting it half. Shoot your hands to the inside number. Shoot your hands from the ball snap to the inside number. And we're good. These guys, again, going to end up behind these blocks. Behind these blocks. You can't function as a D-line if you're going to lose the battle and not maintain your gaps. Okay? A-gap player foundation of the defense. He ain't been in the A-gap yet. All these videos that I've seen so far, where they're getting all these yards up, they're out of this A-gap. They ain't maintained it yet. Okay? And let's just watch it. These guys are not bringing their hands. I'm going to slow mo it when they should shoot their hands. Okay, lineman moving. My lineman moving. Ain't no hands yet. Nobody shooting the hands yet. Hands still down. Ain't nobody shot no hands. They just standing up and trying to run to these gaps, and it don't work that way. You got to do something to control this guy and stop his momentum. Your hands going out like this, that don't get it done. You got to come from the ground to the guy with your hands and shoot your hands up for anything to work for you. Doing it this way, you're going to always be behind the blocks. He looking back inside. Why are you looking back inside? This is your guy. Shoot your hands to the outside number. If he blocking you this way, you already know the ball's coming out here. You already know it's coming out here. Jack that inside number up and knock it up the field right here. You'll be in your B gap. You'll be in your B gap. This guy's outside here, then right here. Don't let this center cross your face. We got to shoot our hands to get control on him. Get control and then get off in here. Stay in your A gap. Maintain your A gap. Okay? Right here. Let's go back over here. Okay? You're 4-eye. Okay? Back's at home. Get tight here. Get tight here. Hit this inside number. Jack it up. If he's crossing your face, you already know it's being ran over here. The ball's going over here. As soon as he try to cross your face, you know what's going on here. I love inside shades. Inside shades tell you everything you need to know from the snap of the ball. Okay? This guy running out here, you already know. Go jack that number up. Get through here. Get through there. Get through that shoulder. Okay? Okay? Right here, he trying to reach you. Jack him up, knock him back, then get off and go help out and make a play. Right here, if he try to reach you inside, jack him up, get off that thing, get down the line. Let's watch it. They're just so lazy with their hands, they'll never get anything accomplished. Now we out of our fits. We all behind. We're behind every block right now. We behind every block. We took our hands off this guy instead of hitting him and knocking him back. Okay? We behind this guy. Look at, we behind every block right now. Every block right now. This running back gonna always have yards when it's like this. And now he got this guy dipping down the side. Now he's gonna get back outside here, and he get more yards. That's a good job of running by the backside DN here. This guy right here. That's a good job running. But we losing the battle right here up front. Every time we're losing the battle. These guys are slow with their hands. They're not bringing their hands. They're not controlling any blocks. They're out of their gaps. And it's going to be yards against them every time they do this. Running back's going to find lanes every time they run the ball with them doing it this way. Okay, on this play, these guys are going to be stunned outside here. They'll be stunned to these gaps here. They'll be stunned to the right. He's stunned here. This guy's stunned here. This guy's stunned here. But they get real soft right here. And the problem with this play is that this guy's spiking from way out here. He's too wide to get here. He's too wide out here to get here. He got to get tighter right here Put this foot down the middle. Get tight on this guy. You got a quarterback under, back is at home. It's going to be the same story every time. You want to get tighter to guys when you got back at home here. Get here, get this foot down the middle of this guy. Step and get it up the field. Okay? Step and get it up the field. Same here. Step, get it up the field. Step, get it up the field. Now, I don't know if he's stepping out here or he should be hitting up through here. I'm not sure. But I know that when you're doing stunts like this up front, it makes you real soft. You know, and these guys got to decipher this over here. This bunch set right here, okay? Figure out what they want to do here. But right here, these guys here, they got to get this up the field, be physical. Step and get it up the field. Step, get it up the field, and get it up the field. So, and this guy, you cannot run up the field. See this guy. This is your key right here. He down block. He down block. You got to come right off of his butt and get down here and close and meet the first person coming back. And I guess the first person coming back is this guy right here. You probably come across the formation. Let's watch it. Yeah. So you too far up the field. You got a down block and you way up here. You should be coming and get this dude right here, knocking the hell out of him right here. Okay? Don't create a gap by running up the field right here. See this down block, close. See this down block and close. Right here. Too far. He had too far to go to get all the way in this gap. So now when he step, he's still down the middle of this guy. Now he's standing straight up. He's going to get washed down here. This guy right here stepped, but he didn't get it up the field. He getting double teamed right here. This guy ended up outside over here. Okay? And now, but this guy, he's so high, and now they're going to wash him down in there. There's a hole right there. Okay? You cannot stunt step from this wide. You got to get in a winning alignment, stunt step, and get it up the field. Okay? Stunt step, get it up the field. Okay? And they got him stunting outside here. I don't know. But my thing is, this guy cannot run up the field, and we got to be able to get penetration up the field on our stunt steps. We're going sideways right here too much. We're crossing over. So that's one thing you don't want to do on stunt steps. You want to get tight enough so you can step with the inside leg. Then the next leg is coming up field, getting up field so you can penetrate. Step with that leg, then get it up the field, penetrate. And too wide to do that right here. Got to get tighter to get here up the field. You can't run up the field and get blocked on the outside. There's too much right there. This dude, that's an easy block for him. That's an easy block for this tight end. Now we got a gap right here, a hole right here. We can run through it. He got a hole right here. He can go wherever he want to right here. He can go wherever he want to right here. It's just too easy. And those yards, you know, it don't look like a lot, but that's 5 yards right there. Maybe 6. And they add up. Like 7 yards right there. They add up. On this play, this is a team full of bad eyes and bad technique, bad alignments. A team full of bad eyes, bad technique, and bad alignments. Right here, we got a tight end sitting right here off the ball. Okay? Who's he looking at right here? We got a quarterback under center, a back at home. Who's he looking at? He's looking down in here. This is who we should be looking at right here. He lined up outside the tight end. You should see what he doing. And then he come base block you to set the edge right here. Okay, we got a quarterback under and the back at home. This D tackle should be heavier on this guy in the 4-eye technique. You got to get this foot down the middle of this guy so you can go punish this guy inside half, maintain this big out, be good to go. Be good to go. Okay? This guy, I don't know if he's a shade or a 2-eye, but if he's a shade, he need to get heavy here. Heavy here, shoot his hands, control this center, maintain his A gap. If he's a 2-eye, he got to be heavy here, this foot down the middle of this guy. If he's a shade, he got to be this inside foot down the middle of this guy, and so he can go play this. Go play this, be heavy here. He needs to be heavy here. This foot needs to split down the middle of this guy to be heavy here. The reason you're doing this, you're getting heavier when they got it back at home, is because you're trying to eliminate these guys getting across your face. These guys being able to get across your face. That's why when you got a back at home, you want to get heavy alignments. Heavy alignments. But you got to bring your hands, you got to shoot your hands. And you got to get your eyes fixed right here on your work right here. This is your work. This is your guy. Got to get your eyes fixed right here. And they're not doing it. They're losing the battle up front. Watch their hands. Do they bring their hands? They just standing up. Ain't nobody shooting hands. They just standing up. Ain't nobody going forward. Ain't nobody. They all coming up and they're getting blocked. The technique is awful. They're just standing up and they're getting blocked. And so when you do that, These guys going to easily be able to get you. He going to get you. The center going to get you because you didn't bring no hands to control him. You let him get into your body, okay? You didn't bring no hands here. These guys can get you easily and get around you easily. Now everybody out of their gaps again. These guys are inside. This guy right here, the center got him. He's going to be outside of this guy. And you just can't play winning football that way. The running back got everything he wants right now because our technique is so bad. Right here, get heavy on here. Go punish him. From the ground, shoot your hands to his inside number and knock him back. He cannot get to you if you do this. The reason you're getting heavier on him, to get away from him. They setting you up in this gap so they can easily get to you. On these scoop blocks and this stuff like that, these slip blocks, they can get to you this way. If you're a gap scheme, you got to be heavy on this. If you're an attack scheme, it's different. You get here, you go attack this thing. You attack this gap and go get it. But you guys are a gap scheme because you've been hands on people. So basically what you got to do is get heavy here. You got to get heavy here, okay? You got to get heavy here, especially with the quarterback under and this back at home. This guy's playing outside in this 5. That's just a receiver right there. He's playing outside here, okay? And this guy got to get his eyes on this tight end and set this edge. That's what's wrong with the defense. These guys are always playing behind the blocks. And that's what's killing this defense in so many ways. He's standing straight up, and he's just going to push him. He's going to get outside here, okay? Too much standing up out your stance. Nobody coming out their stance, shooting their hands, and everybody's in trouble when you do that. And this back can run as far as he want to, get any hole he want to, and you making career days for some of these guys. And it's a good back right here. Run hard. He run hard. You get a back that run hard, you're going to be in trouble. So now all teams got to do is know that you guys are not properly aligned, and they can get in the block they want. Being in these gaps like they get in the block they want, especially when they got a quarterback under in the back at home. They're getting any block they want up front. And by you guys not shooting your hands, they can get to anywhere they want to get on you and position on you so you cannot make plays and be effective inside, which making it hard on these guys behind you to go do their job. Because when you guys get behind blocks, guess what? You allowing these guys to get up to the second level. You're allowing other guys to get up to the second level. And that's what's happening on this. So now, you standing straight up, he hits you, this guy to overtake you, he gets up to the second level, okay? Here's the nose, the guy that was in the shade. Here's the center. If the center don't stumble, he gets up to the second level, okay? Here's I guess he's the guard over here, the guard right here. He's up to the second level because he come get you. They're getting whatever they want right now and controlling you guys, and they're getting up to the second level and creating lanes for this running back. All he got to do is run hard. On this play, take that foot, put it down in the middle of this guy. Quarterback's under, back is at home. Anytime this back is at the home position, we get tighter up front, tighter on our alignments. Get this foot, put it down in the middle of this guy, punish this guy. Come here, get tighter to the center, your shade. Back is at home, quarterback is under. Put this foot right down the middle of this guy, get your little slight tilt, go punish this guy. Go punish this guy. And then it'll allow this guy, I don't know what he's in the gap, or is he a 3 technique? Is he a 4-eye? I don't know, I have no clue what he is. But he's going to play back to this guy. But his key is right here. If you line up in this, your key is always the guy inside of you. Inside of you. Okay? Right on. You line it right up on this guy inside of you. Inside of you. This your key. Okay? This key right here. Through here. This your key. So basically, if he was tighter here, put his foot down the middle here. He's put his foot down the middle and be tighter here. I don't know if he's a 3 technique or a 4-eye right here. But he's a gap player right here for sure. But his eyes got to be right here. You got to be able to play this guy and not back to this guy. And all they did was run straight ahead, downhill. This guy dropping a knee, all he had to do is knock this back. If he was tighter, get away from this guy. It kills the double team. Go punish this guy. Get tighter right here, put that foot down the middle of this guy. Go punish this guy. Knock him back. Get some knockback. Okay? And it makes it impossible for this double team to work. Especially with this guy here. He got to come down and hit you and then get this guy. If this guy come, he can't stay on you forever. You're going to knock this guy back. Don't worry about this guy. Have blinders on. Don't worry about this guy. Get tight enough to go punish this guy, knock him back. Get tight here, go punish this guy, knock him back. There will be no hole here. There will be no hole here if you do that. Right here. See, we're sitting down, dropping a knee right here. We just opened this hole up because he was wide. Both of you guys were wide. This hole is right here. The back can see that easily and get through there and go run this thing and get a first down, whatever you're going to get here. Okay, on this play, they're in pistol formation. Quarterback's in shotgun, back is at home. The key word is back is at home. Back is at home. That what tells you to get tighter in your alignments. Back is at home. So basically, he should be tighter to the center right here. Okay? He should be in a 3 technique, splitting this guy with his inside foot tighter here. Okay? This guy right here splitting the guy like he's in a good position right here, but he ain't bringing no hands. You can tell the lineman already moving. I almost missed this play. Lineman already moving, and he ain't shooting his hand yet. Nobody's shooting their hands. These guys are moving, and nobody's shooting their hands. Okay? And all they're going to do, he's going to block you out. He's going to overtake you here. He's already overtaking you here. Okay? And they walling you guys off, comboing up to the next level. And they got whatever they want. And they're knocking you guys off the ball. No physicality nowhere. And you get knocked off the ball. Look at all the movement they're getting. They're getting all this movement. So you get tighter, you can get away from this double team and be able to fight this a little bit better. Get tighter, square up a little bit, and go punish this guy. Come here. Shoot your hands to the inside number and knock him back. You got your B gap right here. You got your eyes in the B gap, you fine. Okay? Get tighter right here and go punish this guy. Then you can maintain your B gap, knocking them back, still be outside here. But we're so soft up front and we're so loose in our alignments at times that they're going to knock us off the ball every time up to the linebackers. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Comboing up here to the linebacker, getting across your face here. That's where the hole going to be when this back finally realize they got to cut this back. Okay? You see him? Now you can cut it back. He got it. He got what he wants. If you want to cut this all the way back, he got some yards, big time yards. You know what I'm saying? He cut it up the field, and he getting yards right here. He getting yards right here. That's just way too easy. And guys are getting knocked out the ball so far, making it easy. Look how far these guys get knocked out the ball. Look at this. The ball started here. Look where they end up. They 5 yards down the field already. It's an easy 5 yards already. Got to be physical and play D-line. Look, Ma, no hands. That's how y'all play football. That's how y'all, look, no hands. Look at y'all hands. There was no hands from the ground to the guy. Watch this guy's hands. Watch their hands. Watch these hands. Is anybody shooting hands from the ground to the guy? From the ground to the guy. Okay? First off, I'm going to keep saying this till my face turn purple. Back at home, heavy alignments. Back at home, get heavier alignments. Okay? There's a reason for that. Because when you have a back at home, eye backs, single back, pistol, this back is at home, they normally get combo blocks up front. There's normally some combo blocks up front, either double teams, scoop blocks, slip blocks, whatever you want to call them. There's some combo blocks up front or some double teams when this back is at home. So we're going to get tighter here in this 3 technique. This tackle can get right down the middle tighter here in this 3 technique. We're going to get heavy right here on this center. Heavy right here on this guy and go punish the inside number. Shoot your hands to that inside number, the inside half right here, and knock it back. Go knock it back. Okay? Knock him back. Get right tight right here and knock him back. And right now, we're just giving them every block they want because we're getting reached right here on every chance we get. Look here. This guy right here is supposed to be here. He's out here now. He's supposed to be here. He's over here now. He's supposed to be here. This guy going to overtake him here now. Because we got no hands. There's no hands. There's no hands. Nobody's using their hands. I hate bad football. I really do. You got to use your hands. You got to shoot your hands. And I'm going to slow-mo this. I want you to see when y'all finally get your hands on these guys. No hands. No hands. Okay? No hands. See how your hands, you got bent elbows. You got to shoot it from the ground to the guy. Right now. Right now. Out your stance. Shoot the hands to that number right there. The outside half, control this gap. Be tighter here. Shoot your hand, control this gap. This guy cannot get across your face. Right here. Shoot your hands. Why are we so lazy with our hands? Hit you, he gonna get cross face. You got to shoot your hands. And stay with this guy. Once you shoot him to this guy, you keep him on this guy and you push. You push. You push him in here, maintain your gap, we're good to go. The back gonna have to cut it back in here. We got somebody sitting in the gap right here. Actually, he should be here. This guy should be right here. But the fact that all you guys are so bad up front right now with your hands and your technique and your alignment, it's like he can run any way he want to because there's nobody that's solid in the scheme. Our A-gap guys, the foundation of the defense is breaking down. When you lose this A-gap, the offense can pretty much do what they want in the run game. It's breaking down because he know he can run behind the center and cut back behind the center right now. He kept it outside. You know, he pushed it outside, and then he got an alley. He got a lot of yards. A lot of yards, guys. You cannot win up front if you don't use your hands and don't use your technique and you don't have proper alignments. That's where it started at. Backfield set. See the backfield set. Get your proper alignments and then shoot your hands. Then the technique got to take over. The technique got to carry you. The problem is you're not seeing the backfield sets, you're not getting the proper alignments, and you don't have good technique. That's a disaster right there. That's a disaster waiting to happen right there. Nothing is going to work. Teams can run the ball all day if you're going to do this. You got to use your hands. You got to shoot them hands from the ground to the guy and not get his running back lanes to run like this. Okay, on this play, it's going to be the same story almost every time. Every time. Backs at home, they're in pistol. Okay, we're in a wide 3 technique now. Wide 3 technique. Should be in a 3 technique, heavy on this guy. Foot down the middle, be heavy on this guy. Knocking it back, maintain your B gap. Right here, they're running some kind of take it stunt. Take it to C gap, but it's not there. This split is not big enough to do this right here. So he jumped in here and got walled all the way down, got washed all the way down here. This guy, this DN got washed all the way down here. He's heavy. I like that. This lineman, now shoot your hands. Now shoot your hands. The end right here is outside here. Let's see what happens. It all starts up front, guys. No hand. We still ain't shooting our hands. Ain't shot our hands yet. Now this guy's going to try to take this right here. It's not there. The split wasn't big enough to jump in here unless it was designed for him to go in there from the get-go. So look like he's coming in there and he's going to take it. You know what I'm saying? And he took this right here. Now this tight end is going to wash him down. The back going to see this, going to cut outside. And now this is just a hell of a run by the back right here. Hit him, run your feet. Hit him, go get him and run your feet. Run. Run through him and run your feet. Okay? Run your feet. He stiff arm you off of him. And this right here is just effort by this running back. He stiff armed this dude, and now he leans in here. And right at the very last second, he sneaks this ball across the end zone for a touchdown. One more time. He's too wide. He should be here punishing this guy, maintaining this gap. This guy should be outside here setting his edge. But he tried to do a take it stunt. But the split, unless they got it designed for him to take this split ain't big enough. He need to be a little bit wider for you to consider yourself to take this and go get it. Okay? And you got to be careful with this back being at home. This back was all set over here. It'd probably be a better situation for you to go get that. Go get that. Or if the back was all set to you, go get that. But be careful with the back at home because they can do a lot of things out of this. They can toss it. They can do a whole lot of things out of this back at home. But if he stay here and set this edge, this guy get tighter right here and go punish him, kill this double team. Right here, fine. Shoot your hands, though. Shoot your hands. Good go. In business. But nobody really shooting their hands, being physical. You know, this dude get walled all the way down here. He get washed all the way down here. We lose our edge. And now the running back effort. You stiff arm this guy because you got to run your feet. You got to make contact, route, and run your feet. You stiff arm him, get off of him. This guy come. He stiff arm him. And then he start leaning toward the end zone. He gets into the end zone. That's a hell of a run by him. And that's it, guys. That's Arizona. I just think a lot of times you just got to go back to the basics. The first thing for a D lineman to do is get in a good stance, good alignment. Okay? Once you get in a good stance and you got your good alignment, now you got to let your technique take over. Okay? Let your technique take over. The fact that these guys are not shooting their hands and their hands control guys, control bodies, and The O-line is able to scoop them out of their gap so easily, across their face so easily, because they're standing up with no hands. They're coming straight out of their stand, standing straight up, no hands. They're not coming out and attacking, but they're coming straight up. They're not attacking with their hands. It's almost like they don't even work hand drills. That's what it almost seemed like. And I know that ain't true. They got a lot of work to do, to be honest with you. And I think they went into the season, the team went into the season knowing they had a lot of work to do. But they do got a lot of work to do up front. Because it all starts with knowing the backfield set, knowing what they're in. If our back's at home, we're going to get tighter in our alignments. And then now we got to know how to shoot our hands and get our hands on people and push people and knock them back. We can't even control the blocks because we don't have our hands on people, so we can't knock them back. We can't maintain our gaps because we can't knock people back to maintain those gaps. We stand up and just letting people just run across our face, sealing us off. And that makes the running back's job so easy. So easy. And you're going to give up a whole lot of rushing yards throughout the course of a game when you're doing it that way. And the only way you can win games in the NFL, you got to run the football on offense and you got to stop the run on defense. You got to win that battle. You got to run it on offense and start the run on defense. And that's how you win games. So, I don't know. I just think they got to go back to square one. Start from square one, get proper alignments, and then work on shooting your hands. Sled work like crazy. You know. Also, put guys under a shoot. Put them under a shoot and let them come out, not up. Make them come out, not up. That's what you got to do with a line like this. Because right now, their fundamentals are way down the drain. Way down the drain. They have no fundamentals at all. And you can't play football that way. I hope they improve as the year go on. I hope they get better. I know that, you know, a lot of times just, you know, getting guys in the proper alignment can help them go a long way. But the rest of it is some things you can't teach. And that's physicality. That's got to be inside of you. You got to want to be physical. You got to want to be physical. You got to love it as a D lineman. You got to love being physical. And if you ain't physical, then your D-line ain't for you. Especially in the NFL, where everybody's good. Everybody's good. All these old linemen are big, strong. Technology is making these guys bigger and stronger. You got to come with your A game every single play. You got to have proper technique every single play. You got to be physical. You got to bring it every single play. So, Arizona, you just got to get it fixed. You got to get better. You got to work on it every day. 2% better every day. That's what you guys should be doing when y'all come to practice every day. Let's get 2% better. And I hope everything work out for you guys. And I want to see you guys improve and be better against the run because I love good football. I hate bad football. And the football I'm seeing on the field right now, it just ain't there. It ain't there for you guys. You guys are not in y'all fits. Y'all getting reached every play. That's just not good football. Okay, guys, until next time, Club 93 is officially closed.